Okay, we have yet another feature. Now, again, this is a feature of the pro version of Offline Pandemic, and this is called Business Search. And this is really, really, really cool because it is very hard to use Facebook, like if you're just on Facebook, to use their search to find business fan pages. Um, their search is designed for other things. It's not designed for you finding a fan page in a given area. Or if it is, they did a really horrible job of doing that. But anyway, this is our business search feature. It ties into Facebook's API. It's totally kosher with Facebook. It's just not a functionality that Facebook promotes. We had to do a lot of digging around to find this. But anyway, what you do here is you put in a business type. For instance, I put in restaurants, and you put in a location, and I put in kind of a trendy neighborhood near where I live. And you hit, and you can't quite see this, but it says search pages. You hit search pages, and you get this whole listing of business pages that are in a certain location. Now, notice how this says check details, and that doesn't. That's because this used to say check details, and I clicked it and unlocked some interesting information. Let's do that here. So there it is, going to Facebook, figuring out stuff, bringing stuff back. So this business, there's their fan page. This is the number of likes that they have in their last activity. Now this is the amount of activity in a 28-day period. So that's 20 posts in a 28-day period. In other words, they're doing a pretty good job of posting, and might not be a target for what we're talking about here, although that you might want to go read those posts, or you might want to take this a step further and target them with other services. Let's take a look at this one. It's pretty rare, by the way, for a restaurant to have that many posts. 12's fairly rare too. Like I said, this is pretty trendy neighborhood, so I think you're going to get a lot more people using phones and posting and stuff like that. Look here. Lord, I grew up in Atlanta, actually in this, right around the same neighborhood. I used to eat there when I was a kid with my grandfather, but there's a page, 84 likes, 0 posts. This would be a perfect candidate to talk to, because look, they've got enough likes to where if they're starting to leverage those likes, they're going to see a difference in their business. And they have 0 posts. In other words, they're doing nothing to do, to leverage, no status updates, nothing to leverage what they've already got there, which is pretty good likes. So now check this out. Notice I clicked each of these individually. You can also choose all of these, or you can choose some portion of them, and you can say get details of selected, and this will give you the details of the whole thing. In other words, this will unlock all this information for everything. The reason that we don't do this from the beginning is just because it takes a little time, and you might not need all of this information. And we thought it would be better if we cut down on the number of calls back and forth to Facebook, speed up the process, give you the information that you need, and you can go through here and look at what you want to. But let's do this. Now look at this. See where it says view details? For any of these, you can view details. Let's view details over here, and I'll show you something way, way cool. So now we're looking at a page just about this barbecue place, DBA Barbecue. Look what it's got: the page name, it's got the address of the business, it's got their website, it's got their phone number, it's got the URL of their Facebook page, it's got their category, page fans, and their average engagement. Now engagement's a number that Facebook basically calculates, and it's essentially comments plus likes plus shares over, I think it was a month period, divided by the average number of fans over that period. Anything less than 1% by Facebook is considered good engagement. Just poking around with this numeric here, most engagements are even less than this. Now, again, this is a page just for DBA Barbecue. And look, You can see their individual posts. Now remember, these guys are doing a good job with posting. You see their individual posts. You can see their engagement on their posts. You can see their comments and their likes on their posts. This is some pretty awesome stuff. Their average check-ins, whether they have an offer eligible. This is their profile picture, and this right here, that's a barbecue place, okay? So this right here is their timeline cover, okay? You can get a massive amount of information from a business right here. Now, just think about this. I mean, you know, we're talking, no matter what level you bought Offline Pandemic at, it included how to sell this stuff. If you bought the pro level, then you got both a direct mail and email based method. But just think if you could take this information, screenshot it, put it either in a real physical letter or in an email, send it to the business. Now we can't get actually their email on here. We would have if we could have, okay, but we can't get their email on here. Facebook doesn't allow you to do that for obvious reasons, because people like us would spam the daylights out of it, right? So you will have to go over to the business and you will have to find their email. If you can't find their email, you could use something like our own piece of software, Email Sleuth, to help you get the email. But once you do that, you have a massive amount of information to use to make a killer, either physical direct mail piece or a killer email that people, whoever receives that's going to say, wow, this person knows a ton about my business. I've been thinking about whatever it is you're trying to sell them. I'm calling them back. Okay, so obviously I'm very excited about this business search thing. So hope that helps you out and hope that helps you get excited about this, using this tool and getting a bunch of business for yourself.